Okay, now this I want to put on this side, top this side. Oh, do I want to use that one? Yeah, that'll work.
Oh God, oh, that black is so cool. Have I left mine too long?
Nope.
Good. I'm almost ready. Yeah, I was sick this morning with GI, so I couldn't do pickleball.
Oh, there is nothing worse. I'll tell you what though. I am now in my isogenic shake every day using their Fiber Pro stuff, and I am regular, and you know how many months of trouble was that?
Yeah, but I have the opposite problem.
Well, it regulates. It's not about...
So it makes it normal. No matter what.
I haven't used this one, so we're going to try.
I can't wait to see that.
So the first thing I'm doing is incorporating this outer bit of paint. I don't like how hot this is. I don't like the heat of this.
Yeah, that looks a little intense, doesn't it?
I'd rather use this.
All right, I'm going to do some.
But this is dangerous. I tend to fly things all over.
How much do you put in for a layer?
Okay, so.
Oh, I shouldn't have put it in on the side.
No, it's okay.
Sure.
But make a solid layer, and actually this does matter. Okay, so
Okay.
first let's put.
Start over with
No.
the
Yeah, you don't have to. It's just your red,
Okay,
and red will look good with this.
okay.
So we'll have that.
I don't want to stop you in the middle,
Be
though.
that be a layer. Okay, so you have a whole layer. Okay. Now think about what your next. Your base color is your white, so don't be afraid to put some of this in as a layer in between, because this is your white space.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. So I'm just going to.
You just don't have to pour it out of the bottle.
I can't think through it. And don't do anything with this right now.
You can if you want. You can put a layer of that. Just remember what it is. It's just the glitter.
Oh, the glitter, yeah.
And be gentle, because you want to try to layer a solid layer on the top. You don't want to try to mix it yet.
Got it.
You want to let it mix more when you flip it, or you'll get more muddy. So, so even with what you're doing with this, I would do this. I would leave the cup sit down.
Yeah.
Not pick it up.
Right.
I would do this, and I would go like this.
Oh, up and around, yeah, like that. Okay.
And I would put a solid layer
All right.
of each color.
All right.
Because you don't want to keep going back and doing colors over and over and over.
No.
Or you're not going to get any solid color areas,
And then I
and
need
you
the
won't like
black
that.
too.
Right. So look, a nice, like it could be 5 or 6 scoops of nice solid color.
All right.
This black creates cells.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's a great layer to put there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you put that layer.
Back and forth like that.
And what I might do, because that does cells, and it's not just black, I might add a little black with it, because then it'll help separate your next color.
Okay.
Okay? Doesn't mean you have to use any more black. There's this one over here too.
Okay.
There's this brown too.
Okay.
And then I have like a mustardy color. Yeah, you got it. So like after that green, maybe you want to add a little bit of this
or
green,
something.
you know, or yeah.
White
I like to use a solid color. That's a green flash.
Okay.
But you don't have anything that's matte in there. This is a matte green, and it's a beautiful green.
Oh, so use a matte.
So I would put a layer of the matte, and then I'd put that green flash. Okay, I'm going to do this now. Ready? Let's see what happens.
Mighty God, look at that. Good Lord, that's magnificent, Barb.
I know I haven't looked at it.
Oh my God, I'm just telling you. Oh, I want to see a movie.
I'm learning how to move the paint around though.
Yeah, let's say.
Without losing my cells.
All right, Barb, this is gorgeous. Artiste at work.
Like that spot.
Yeah, I do too.
I have not played with this thing enough,
I like that.
but I am liking it now. It's like learning to be horizontal, when to go up and down to spread the paint, and when to get horizontal.
Look at that.
Oh, lovely. Okay,
think I'm
I can
ready.
pause. No, I should keep
Keep
going.
going, keep going. I'm just going to turn it, right?
Flip it, click. Yep, flip it, click, and just let it sit. But that's fine. Just let it sit there. You're not going to do anything for quite a while. Because you want to let the paint strain in the cup.
Because the last one I did with your big hairbrush.
Oh, the big blow dryer.
Yeah, but I mean blow dryer, yeah. But that creates such delicate looks. As long as you're careful.
Okay, now. I need to let that sit for a while.
Yeah.
And let the paint incorporate. And then I'm going to go through and do shit like this. wherever I was blowing before that I couldn't get movement, I want to add some white paint in there. I don't know what's next yet. Okay, I'll turn you off. Okay, now, there's different ways to do this, okay? There's, first thing we want to do is give it something to move on. All you gotta do is go like this. You got a shit ton of paint on there, okay?
Okay.
We want something that's gonna allow it to move. This is
Why
just
not?
glitter,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So it's not going to change anything. So we're going to put a puddle around the outside.
That's a great idea.
Okay. Then we'll let that settle a little bit. Because as it sets for a minute, make sure you don't have any dry spots. It's going to incorporate into the other paints so that they can move together. This is thicker for a reason. We want this paint to flow on top of your base coat,
Yes.
not mix with it.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So now, sometimes people will flip it and they'll use their wrist when they flip it.
And
Okay.
bring it down this way.
Right? Like, that's a flip cup.
Yeah.
Okay? And the other thing is, remember, once you flip it, you can then use a palette knife to pull a piece of it out. Okay?
Yeah.
So you can also lift it up. Okay, so right now it's not moving. It's stuck to the canvas. There's a reason. We poke a hole in the top.
Oh, such.
Which is now, and I'm pressing down when I do it. Like
Yeah.
I'm letting it be
Okay.
stuck to the canvas. Okay? But as soon as I let up, it'll naturally get that air in there. Okay, now you can do this.
And just leave it there.
You can use, look, all I'm doing is tilting the canvas.
Yes.
And then when you're ready, you can just flip it out. Do whatever. God, I love that.
Man, that's
Freaking
fucking
love it. I don't know why I never
awesome.
do these. I always teach people how to do these
And he done
while
well.
I do something crazy, and I freaking love this. I don't know, and what am I doing over here? I don't know, but I almost think I should leave it.
I'm almost thinking that too, Barbara. Oh, look at that.
And don't hurry. Like, stop now. Stop now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Because the quicker you move the paint,
The more it's
the more
gonna
you stretch
blob
your
together.
cells, more you stretch your cells. So now that you got it all flipped, let it set for a minute. Always get your paint back to center. Okay, the weight of your paint, you want to know where the weight of your paint is. Because as you move it from here, in order to not distort what you have, oh my God, this is so cool. You want to move slowly. And if you can't, then you'll add more of your light color, this, around the outside, or you leave it and use swipes now to pull it out. Don't over stretch it.
Okay.
Okay, and if you are stretching it, because you definitely have enough paint on there to stretch it, okay? But you want to do it slowly and first get your bubbles out, because bubbles will distort the movement of the paint.
And
It'll act like a goober.
so hold it up here.
Yep, and back and forth. Yep. Make sure it's close enough that you can see bubbles popping. You'll see. So like she says, leave this alone and watch. I'm gonna go right like this.
Right.
So you want either a palette knife or a credit card or a piece of cardboard, right? Because you can stretch it. Make sure this meets up before you start to try to move it though. So, yep, that's what I do. I use my finger to just tap it so that it's on. Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah, do.
But you'll also see what you can do by doing that. By like, go like this and roll your finger out. Go like that and roll your finger out. Right? Right? See, this is where Farley's going to like playing because this is, but you have a lot of paint there.
Yeah.
So first you gotta slowly tilt circular and get more of that spread out. But it's not that much paint. If it's not moving much, then you're you know what I mean? If you got big puddles moving, so like for example, pick the areas you want to save, like what you really like. Okay, like tell me a spot. I really like
I
this.
like this, and I like this. Not as much over there.
Okay, not as much over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we want to save this. Okay,
Yeah.
so first we want to see where the weight of the paint is. Pretty even. Okay, so if we like this, let's go this way a little bit and open it up because we like this.
Mm-hmm.
You also can see where your paint's flowing and where it's not, and how heavy it is and how much is on there. Okay, now you can slowly try to go back the other way. As long as you're going left to right, it may look like you're going to squash those cells. But it's not moving there.
So you give it a little boost.
Okay? But now, go back the other way. And you didn't lose them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're just trying to get it more movement
Okay.
up. And I'm going to say this line here is not thin enough to get us the movement we might want.
Mm-hmm. So we add some of that.
It depends if you want the movement or, like, I love this. I would, but this, not so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would use this now and play with
That.
shit like, what if I swipe that?
Just do
'Cause
one
it's a lot of
swipe.
paint.
Let me see what that would look
Because
like.
it's a lot of paint. Now, do I want to see cells or do I not? Is there a color I want to see more of in there?
Well, this looks muddy to me.
Okay.
So these
It looks
look
muddy
better.
right now. Now, will it after we swipe? I don't know. But I'm going to put a little bit of this on here.
It's so organic looking.
Now, the thing is, if you decide, oh, those colors are muddy, guess what? You can scrape some paint off. You can add color. If you go, oh, that's muddy, but I want to swipe there, or I wanted this there. But if you want a little more movement here, I would suggest putting some of the light color. See, this is still good. I'm gonna thin this down too. I think we just don't have a thin enough flow for you. And it's still the same color, it's still matching your base color. So you can touch up edges and it'll level out a little bit easier for you. And remember, if you don't like it,
I can
scrape it off and put white there. That's the thing, is it's not as permanent as what you're used to.
Yes, yes. That's sort of neat.
It's neat and it's hard to get used to too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I haven't even torched this to see what I got. Kind of digging the composition, and I'm kind of liking that this is different than the other end. It's like it bursts.
Yes.
But do I want to bring some of these out in? Which is the same color I just gave you. Just make sure you give it time to see, like I'm putting it right here,
Yeah.
okay? Because I want to manipulate some of this a little bit.
So give it time to flow out.
Yeah, to incorporate with the paint that's there so that it can move.
Seems really thick.
I think I like all that. I just want to be able to drag some of these a little bit. And I'm not sure how I want to do it, so I'm just going to do it. Now you got it. You can add lines right from the squirt bottle. You need more white in an area, take a line of white right across it. Oh my god, that looks so amazing. I can tie in the zone over there. I've learned because I've messed up so many paintings tilting them from this point, like trying to like move and manipulate, and I want you to come right over this. What do I usually use for that? Ooh, a cold bird over there. I think I'll leave him alone. Problem is, I want to play with this. Do you see anywhere where I need to move white in or black out, or, you know, like here I took white into there? Do you see anywhere that I need to do that? I kind of like how this is very different than this as it moves up. It kind of, the whole way that it's blown out
I
changes.
agree. I'm not sure I would.
Leave it.
Yeah, I'm not sure too much. Now, you have paper towels sometimes that you drag,
Yep,
right?
yep,
And you split them apart.
yep.
So where are they?
Okay, so they're right here.
Mm-hmm.
And the way to do this, if you want cells or you just want movement.
Oh, cells would be good.
Okay, so most of the things that create cells, in fact, that's